Hello everyone. So today again I am here with the second video for class 4th English 2nd, and in the previous video the explanation of chapter 11 was given. So today I am giving you the work to do of chapter 11. So from this page you can mark the word meanings. How much you have to write that I have marked in my book. Looking from here you can also mark. Like number 1 is dejectedly, so here you will write in an unhappy manner. You will only write the portion that I have underlined, not more than that. Second, unusual means something that does not happen often. Third, shikrani, a spiced sweet dessert. This you will write full. Fourth, momos, food made of flour with filling of vegetables or meat. Now from the next page, page 134, number 5th, ama, mother in Nepalese, boa, father in Nepalese. Then 7th, concerned means worried. 8th, helpless means not able to do things without help. 9. Starfish, a flat sea creature in the shape of a star with 5 arms. 10. Tide, regular rise and fall in the level of the sea. This much only you will write. Then 11. Trudged, walk slowly with heavy steps. Then coming to page 135, number 12 is out of breath. Here you will write having difficulty in breathing. In you will write by yourself. So the meaning will become having difficulty in breathing. Then 13, rapt means deep interest. Then we will start doing the book exercise and start with page 135 from making connections. Quick answers. Number 1 is use the clues given below to trace the events of Mitty and Mahendra's day and complete the flowchart. Here are some events given and we have to make a sequence of this event just like I have done on the next page I am showing. So here is the answer. On your next page, on page 136, you will also write it like this. One is already done for you. This one is Mitty and Mahendra walked home together. So a group of events are mentioned in the previous page. We have to read all those and arrange them in a sequence. So first this will come part E, after that this, after that part A, then B, then D, and then this last one. You all have read the story thoroughly, so you know how to arrange these. Then coming to question number 2. Question 2 is put a tick against the sentences that are true and a cross against those who are false. So first one is Mitty and Mahendra usually quarreled on the way home from school. No, this is wrong because they used to exchange the notes. They do not use to quarrel. So this is wrong. You will put a cross here. Then B, the beach was covered with dying jellyfish. Yes, it is true. The whole beach was covered with dying jellyfish. No, actually it is wrong because the beach was covered with dying starfish, not jellyfish. So you will make it right. It is dying starfish. So you will put a cross here. Alright. Then the next one, C. Mitty and Mahendra care about the environment. Yes, it is true they cared about the environment. So this one you will make right. This one is wrong, B part. Don't get confused. Then D. Mahendra was fond of ice candy. Yes, it is true. Mahendra loved to eat ice candy. After that comes the question answers that I will give you later. Now you can come to page number 137. Here are the exercises. We will start from here, from the word wall, and we will start with to add prefix. So here choose one of the prefix from il, im or an to add to these words so that they take the opposite meaning. This is also known as negation. So first one is kind. So the what prefix we can add to kind to make the opposite meaning? Un. So it will become unkind. Similar, legal will become illegal. Happy, unhappy. Natural, unnatural. Possible, impossible. Literate, illiterate. Alright. Then the next one, question number 2. Find these environment words in the letter grid. On the next page there is a grid given to you and you have to find out these words and circle them. It is a kind of puzzle. So this is your homework. You will do it yourself. Then next comes, this is the homework part that you will find it out yourself. After that comes grammar time, and here you have to do reported speech. You have to change the given sentences into reported speech. And what is a reported speech? Reported speech, we use reported speech when we quote someone's saying. Means someone told us something and we have to tell that sentence to some other person. So the way we tell that speech is known as reported speech, or we can also call it indirect speech. Some examples are also given if you will go through it. First one is, father is making shikrani and momos for dinner, said mother. This is the direct sentence, means what mother said, we have quoted the same sentence. But if we will change it into indirect, what it will become? Mother said that father was making. Earlier it was is making. Now it will become was making shikrani and momos for dinner. Similar, second one, something wrong is happening, said Mahendra. Then when we will change it to indirect, it will become Mahendra said that something wrong was happening. So this is happening has been changed to was happening. Similarly, the third one, people are polluting our environment, said Miti. So it will become Miti said that people were polluting the environment. After that, coming to next page, page 139, you have to circle the differences between each pair of sentences. One is direct and second is indirect. So we have to find out the differences. So the difference is clear. We know that we change the verb from present, we change it to past. The way it is here is repairing. So this is repairing will get changed to was repairing. Rest all the sentence will remain same. Only this will get changed. Similarly, is planting will change to was planting. Are playing will change to were playing. Are chirping changes to were chirping. The change that you made, you have to write here. This exercise belongs to the previous question, where is repairing was changed to was repairing, is planting was changed to was planting. So accordingly you have to fill it. Now second exercise that we have is of explaining you that whenever we change from direct to indirect, not only verb but pronoun also changes. Suppose here it is given I am making a bag out of newspaper, said Miti. Because Miti is a girl, so when we will narrate it in indirect, in place of I, she will be used. So Miti said that she was making a bag out of newspaper. Similarly, the second sentence, I am making a bird feeder out of a used carton, said Mahendra. So since Mahendra is a boy, so for him I will get changed to he. So Mahendra said that he was making a bird feeder out of a used carton. Similarly, we will be changed to they. Alright, now on the basis of this, some sentences are given here and we have to match accordingly. The first one is, I am reading said grandfather. So grandfather is saying for himself and he is a male, so for him we will use he. So the correct answer for this will be grandfather said that he was reading. Second one, grandmother is reading said grandfather. So since grandfather said, grandmother is reading and grandmother is a female, so we will use she here. So the correct answer will be, or we because it is a third person for grandfather, so in place of writing she, we generally write the subject itself, like grandfather said that grandmother was reading. Third one, we are reading said grandfather. Now grandfather is saying we are reading, so this we will get changed to they. Grandfather said that they were reading. Similar is the case with 4, 5 and 6. You will match it accordingly. And here in the fourth one, question number 4, we have to read these sentences and change the verb or pronoun accordingly. Like Tom is shopping, so Mrs. Brown. Mrs. Brown said that Tom was shopping. The bees are buzzing around the hive, said the teacher. So the teacher said that bees were buzzing around the hive. Annie is playing the guitar, said Tom. So Tom said that Annie was playing the guitar. And in the same way, this is part D, E and F. This also you will note down. And then comes punctuation. Punctuation means to add required comma, full stop or the capital letter wherever it is needed. So the answer of this I am giving you in the next slide. You will find out the answer of this. So here you have the answers for that punctuation paragraph, where whenever the sentence is starting we make capital letter, whenever question mark is needed we put it, wherever comma is required we put it. So this way this solution has been given to you. You have to note down this in your notebook. So class, your reference to context solution are here. You know how to write, you know all very well how to write reference to context question. First you will write the context, then you will write question number 1, then answers you will note down from here. If you have any doubt, you can note it and you can ask when the classes resume. So this is answer question number 3 A, B, C and question 4 A, B, C. This you will note down. Here, these are the answer of reference to context, and here are your solutions of read, reflect and write. Question number 5, 6, 7, 8. Story you all know it very well. When you will go through these questions and answers, you will find out the meaning very clearly. If still there is any doubt, we will discuss it in the class itself. Okay, you will complete your work and keep it up to date, and in the next video we will start with the new chapter. Till then, take care.